Hi everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I will be redesigning some of my old OCs. Now these characters aren't really original, but I'm going to redraw them into something they can be. I'm going to start off with a character named Kimlet. She was one of my main OCs and I loved her so much back then. I was about 8 years old when I made her, so it isn't the best. She isn't the best. And I'm thinking we can remake her to something beautiful. Now, I'll explain this character's backstory. Kayla was abused by many of her friends. She thought her friends were on her side, but they weren't. One day she met her crush and tried to make them notice her. They ended up noticing her, and they got married and had a beautiful daughter. Now, this is kind of cliche. I really like it. Insert cheese pun. That isn't the cheesy one. So I feel like this character should have more depth to her, and she should be a bit more, how do I put this? Harder to explain. I'm turning her into someone who's misunderstood, someone who no one will ever get, someone who people hate for absolutely every reason, because the bullies just bullied her because they felt like it. But no, I'm really going to give them a reason to bully her. In this backstory, she was born different. She had a hard time fitting in. She was born with no eyes and a huge arm containing both of the eyes. She had to put her hand up just to see. The kids will bully her for not being normal. Until one day she met a boy she liked. That boy denied her and hated her. Until she met someone more nice. They became friends until they fell in love. They got married and had 2 children. Isn't that better? Until they got divorced and this character and Kayla ended up dying. I mean Kimlet. So sorry. Okay. So yeah, now it's a bit better because this isn't like a cliche girly backstory. No, this is a horrible backstory. In this backstory, she was mentally disabled and didn't know how to do things that much, but everyone knew she couldn't and hated her for that, and even her crush hated her. She was put through so much pain her whole life. And yes, I am using one of my old reference photos. This photo looks really bad. So let me explain what she used to look like. She had red hair, dark blue eyes, a light blue shirt, and a green pants with white shoes. Yeah, that would look really bad. So now I'm thinking of making something a little less rainbowy. Now that she's depressed, I feel like her main color should be blue instead of like 50 different things. I'm gonna keep her hair the same color as it is because I don't want to get too far off of the original OC. But now she's wearing a t-shirt. Oh god. Why do you do this? Why do you do this with Clip? I'm gonna cry. Really? Oh, I thought it was gonna be like out of memory. Okay, but now she wears a cute little t-shirt. That, well, it's not really a t-shirt, whatever those things are called. It literally took me forever to get the brush size right, and now, like, it's being rigged. Now, as you can see, she's more mature and isn't that cutesy girl that everyone thought she would be. And her parents didn't love her that much. She had a sister with her, and that sister was spoiled, and everyone loved her. Finding out her crush loved her sister. His sister was very supportive of her, and she loved her sister. Until one day, her sister decided she wanted to blackmail her other sister and tell everyone that she killed people with her arm, because she could see them and thought they were evil because her arm is evil. And then that's how the bullying starts. And like it was horrible. And she had to go through all that. So this is the final redesign of this character. Now I'll do my second character, just final redesign with no messy lines. Now we are going to be looking at one of my other not so original characters, but it goes along with Sarah. Sorry if you hear like little swiping noises. I'm trying to find it in my old sketchbook. Where is it? This is gonna take forever. Wait 1 second. Okay, I found her. She looks like Kimlet. Her name's Lilo. She's basically the opposite of Kimlet. Now this character's backstory is edgy, like super edgy. This character's backstory was complete opposite. She was cherished and everyone loved this character. Everyone loved Lilo until one day a freak accident happened. She lost her arms and everyone found that unpleasing. She had to walk around with long sleeves just because she needed to cover them. And she also wore long pants so she wouldn't look so suspicious. Now this character is really cliche and I don't like it. More cliches. Okay, so I feel like this character could be so much better in so many ways. This character wasn't really loved growing up. Everyone was fine with her, but no one really liked her. She kept to herself most of the times and just liked to read until one day her arms got cut. Until one day her classmates thought it would be funny to scare her by when she opened the door. There would be 2 axes. They thought that her arms were going to be by her sides and she wouldn't get hurt. But no. She walked in with her arms out because she was told the night before to give her classmates hugs to make them like her more. Her arms got cut off in front of everyone. There was blood everywhere. No one liked what happened to see it. Those kids went to jail, and Lila was locked in a prison and was locked up in a science cage where they can look at her and experiment on her and let her be able to live. Now I like this, but my backstory more than my original one, just because. And after she got her arms cut off, she hated the world and came at you. So now she basically just exposes her bare arms and is more edgy. Now this character used to have long hair, but I'm thinking about making it a few inches smaller than Kayla. Well, bigger than Kayla's. Okay, so this character used to have blue eyes, which I want to keep. And she had red hair, which I'm not going to keep. This character wore a dark blue sweater, but now they're going to be wearing a red tank, green tank top. And they had their arms not showing, and they were always happy. But now they have guts everywhere whenever they go somewhere. And if there's and the birds will most likely walk up to her and start feeding on her. It's kind of gross to others, but she finds it funny that the birds like her. She's a bird master like Jaden. Now this character's hair, I was having a hard time thinking of a color, so I decided I was going to give her orange hair. Orange isn't really a feminine color, but orange would be a good color on this OC, I thought. So those were the two OCs I remade. Tell me in the comments if you want to see any more of my old OCs being remade. Bye!